Hi and welcome to In the Game. Coming up on this month's show, football is back. Former Man City teammates Joleon, Lescott and Shaun Wright-Phillips shared their thoughts on the return of the beautiful game. Alexander Zinchenko reveals his Volta five-a-side team. Man City players compete in the first ever City Football Group EA Sports FIFA20 Challenge. And Man City esports player Ryan helps us look ahead to Chelsea against Manchester City in the Premier League.
Never had a chance, not never.
Well, City played their first game against Arsenal at the Etihad last week after a 3-month lockdown period. We got up with Joleon, Lescott and Shaun Wright-Phillips to see what they thought of City's performances so far.
First of all, I'm delighted it's back because watching TV without sport, especially football, has been tough. It's made the days a lot longer. So since it's been back and, you've got like ample games on the TV, the days have flown by.
Games on all the time, and they've kind of scheduled them so they're not crossing over. It's like you turn one over and then bang, it's the next one starting. We're not kind of dwelling on post-match interviews and stuff like that. I'm like, oh no, I've got to get to the next game and just watch that. So the format and the kind of the cohesion between all the networks channels is being really good. And
after his stellar performance on the first game back, Kevin De Bruyne has made it onto EA's Team of the Week. Comment on the video below for a chance to win his item.
The other silver up as well. Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne, it's a lovely pass for Raheem Sterling. De Bruyne with absolute certainty. He has forgotten nothing.
To start off, I thought we would win anyway. I feel like Arsenal's been struggling playing against City for a while now, since everything started to go in the right directions. But I thought like in the first 10 minutes, Arsenal come out on the front foot. They were playing direct, which surprised me to start with, and they just kept trying to go in behind. But I felt like the defenders at the time, I think it was Garcia and Laporte, yeah, they handled it well. Their positioning was great. They dropped off, they didn't let them in behind, and they read the game. It was a nice pattern of play. I think it was on the 34th minute where we just missed the chance. I think after that, it was just downhill for Arsenal.
I echo Shaun what he said. What did surprise me is the way they played. Like knowing Mikel, obviously, I get that he wants to play a similar style to kind of City and Pep. And if you play in the same way as the best team at doing that, you're gonna come unstuck.
To help it through, and it has got through, and Sterling scores Manchester City's first goal since the restart of Premier League football.
Anyone that wants to play football against City will dominate and produce better moments in the game, where City have struggled against teams that don't want to play that way, don't kind of encourage you to play it from the back. Oh, let's go a little bit more direct, let's do this, let's do that. Like City obviously have a high pressing strategy. As I said, it surprised me the approach, but in regards to, I thought Mikel would have something a little bit different, but knowing him and knowing the way he wants to play, he did kind of mirror what Arsenal are about. But as Shaun said, they haven't got the personal lad at the moment to do that.
Foden to hit it and score! Really good hit by Phil Foden.
I loved it. I think the way City played, they dominated from start to finish. I think Phil Foden was my main highlight in that game. There was obviously a lot of talk about Mahrez because of how well he did play as well. But I think Foden at his age, the way he plays with a certain maturity, and he's a very unselfish player. Like sometimes you get those attackers at that young age that just want to show what they can do and how good they are. But he seems to pick the right times to do those things and the right times to play that key pass.
It's Foden again, lovely reverse ball in, and they're queuing up for it in the middle, and it's for courtesy of David Silva.
Shaun says his decision making is so underrated for someone such a young age. It's ridiculous. Like, he's obsessed. I think we all know Phil. I think we've been around him to know that is an obsession that not every player has. There's probably players in our team now that don't love the game the way Phil loves the game. I think he's just kind of geared to get the most out of his body, and I think he'll achieve that.
Rodri, now De Bruyne. Jesus, Foden, 5-0.
Never had a chance, not never.
Zinchenko made his first start in the 5-0 victory over Burnley on Monday night. Having had nearly 3 months to think about it, here's who he's chosen to be in his Volta five-a-side team.
Hi, my name is Zinchenko and this is my five-side team. So the keeper is Ederson.
Everton have a chance to equalise again, but Ederson steps up.
The centre back is Vincent Kompany, definitely leader, my captain. He's absolutely a life legend.
Kompany perhaps will have a shot here, has a dig! And how about that? And it's an absolute thunderbolt from Vincent Kompany!
I can describe him till tomorrow. So he's absolutely leader on the pitch and outside the pitch. And on the right side, I would say, it's a difficult question. On the left side is completely David Silva. You know, in this game you have to be so sharp and so smart, like David Silva. And yeah, he's absolutely one of the best players who I played with. On the right side, let's say Bernardo Silva, because, you know, in this game you have to be more sharper.
Here's the Portuguese, clips that towards the back post!
And in front, of course, Sergio Aguero.
Beautiful back heel, De Bruyne tries to return it, it's been taken on by Aguero!
Hi lads, my name is Zinchenko and this was my five-side.
Dance for that then. Never had a chance, not never.
Well, there's some strong picks there by Zinchenko, but what do you guys reckon? Who would make it into your five-a-side? Let us know in the comments below. Sergio Aguero and Raheem Sterling were amongst the City players taking part in a digital first when 8 clubs from around the City football group came together to host a unique EA Sports FIFA20 challenge. And the players weren't the only stars. FaZe Clan also joined in on the action as Taz took on our boy Shells during the day-long tournament. Let's take a look back at some of the best goals from the competition.
We go then. It'll be Manchester City up against Manchester City.
It's a rough start, I'll be honest.
It's going to be a chance. Oh, he's already put on a clinic.
And to be honest, that reverse elastico, you see that one?
Un altra vegada combinant Gabriel Jesus, s'entenen bé dins la gespa, també en el joc de Bruyne, el xut, el pal i el gol. Ui, que queden 6 minuts.
Here we go. Sterling. Last chance of the game. It's an unbelievable ball. He's done it. He's done it again. Oh, and here comes Aguero with pace now.
Go on then.
Is he going to get behind the final man? Georgia Stanway looking for a second. Goes for the cutback. Oh, it's a cheeky pass. One more. It's absolutely beautiful.
Stanway, you've been absolutely smashing this in lockdown.
Shows how deadly he can be on that left foot. Chance. Sterling. There's the cutback. It's Aguero!
Continuing on with FIFA, Man City esports player Ryan Pessoa took on Joleon Lescott for a rather unique match prediction as they played Chelsea against City to see who might come out on top when the two teams play for real on Thursday night.
No way. What is it? Oi, that's serious weights right there.
Oh, man.
Gravity.
There we go.
You've been working on those set pieces.
He do. That's real life Chelsea, that. Real life. He can't do that. Oh, this is lucky.
That's the beautiful City play. Oh, this is what they're about. That's what they're about, Man City.
Yeah. Oh, no, look at this. Look at these. I mean, this, yeah.
Oh, the thing is, I feel like I deserve a goal just for that ball. Okay. Come on, Ederson, you should be there for that one. Oh, okay, that was a bit too much. To be fair, you should have scored that one.
3-0 to City. Well, let's keep our fingers crossed it's like that tomorrow night. That's it for this month's episode of In the Game. But before we leave, we're going to hand back to Shaun Wright-Phillips and Joleon Lescott to lead us out with their actual predictions. Take it away, boys.
I think City win 2-1. It's a tough game. I think Chelsea, I watched them against Villa the other day. They should have won at least 4-0. But they didn't take their chances that well until obviously Pulisic came on and changed the game. But I think when you play against City, it's tough because you never have that much of the ball. So you have to make your chances count. And I think that's one thing that City have over a lot of teams, the fact that they keep the ball so long that as soon as some teams get the ball back, they think, oh, we need to go and do this now. And sometimes it works and that backfires. And for me, I think City dominate the possession again with creating chances as well, and we'll win the game.
Yeah, I think City win this game. I think Chelsea's biggest concern is their defensive side of their game. I think going forward, they are exciting. They have a lot of talent. I was impressed with Mason Mount against Villa. But defensively, I'm not so sure they can rely on keeping clean sheets. And I know that Conte midfield is kind of huge for them. And he was able to nullify Jack Grealish in the Villa game. But City don't just have a Jack Grealish, they have a David Silva to go with that, Kevin De Bruyne, like a Jesus, a Sterling. They have 4 or 5 other players of, say, the creed of Jack Grealish. But there's only one Conte, you know what I mean? So I'm not sure he's going to be able to maintain and contain the kind of forward ability that City have. And I see them dominating possession. I think not many teams are as comfortable defending for long periods of time. I think Liverpool have understood what that looks like. But in terms of Chelsea, I think they're used to dominating possession. So if they're not doing that, I'm not so sure they'll be able to kind of withstand the pressure that City have. I'm going to say 3-0 City.
Never had a chance, not never.